Angry Monkey. And welcome to Body Bags. My name is James and I'm covering for the Sinister one. And this evening I'll be doing the cover of the movie Atroz, which is the Mexican horror film, also known in English as Atrocious. This little beauty is by Mexican director Lex Ortega. And this is a very nice Unearthed Films release of it, which is very good. I recommend picking this up. Before I even talk about the film, I'm saying pick it up. But yeah, this is a lovely release. Blu-ray, DVD and soundtrack. But anyway, jumping straight into the film. We start off, there's been a car crash. And we've got the police there. And then we follow this detective who rocks up. And you've got the two suspects, or the people that were in the one car. They're in the back of the police car. All handcuffed and locked up. And there's been there's a dead body. Someone's been killed in the crash. So the detective starts snooping around the car, and he sees a camcorder. So he pops it on, and that's what this film is. It's a bit of a found footage film where there's lots of found footage bits and pieces where it's all on camcorder, but it's also like normal generic film as well. But anyway, so he finds this camcorder, and the two guys in the back of the car are shitting it, and they're like, "We're fucked. We are screwed." And well, what's on the camcorder? It's we take a look, and these two guys they're following this prostitute that they've seen her in the daytime. They're following her at night. And they basically abduct her, torture her, and kill her in a pretty graphic, horrific way. Obviously, the detective's like, right, I have something here. Takes the evidence with him and takes them back to the police station. I think these guys, especially the one, is known to this detective, and they're trying to get information out of him. So we have some good old fashioned torture, trying to get information from that they know that there's been more killings and stuff like that, and that they want to know more information if there's more tapes and that. And basically, it's like some of the torture is feet in a wet bucket, car battery, electrical leads, genitalia, that sort of thing. So yeah, they talk pretty quickly, and you see that there's more films. There's another one where he's one of the guys is actually picks up, and he's kind of on a kind of date with one of these prostitutes, and then they're having some kinky rough sex, and he snaps, kills her. Twisted. There's one guy who's like especially twisted, and then there's another video where you kind of see why. So I can't quite remember. I actually watched this a couple of weeks ago. Sorry, I should have kind of rewatched this. I can't remember if he's gay or he's kind of trying to figure out his sexuality or stuff like that, or he's just not alpha male sexual predator sort of thing. But this video is of him when he's younger, his younger teenage years, and his dad is an arsehole. And he's just constantly calling him fag and queer, and it's just been really shitty and aggressive to him, and really kind of stripping him down, like degrading him, tearing shreds from him, and it's like you just feel sorry for this guy. The mum's doing nothing. The mum's actually kind of ganging up and agreeing with the dad and that, and it's pretty screwed up stuff. And then you actually see he actually gets raped by his father. It's pretty screwed up. So yeah, and there's just loads of shit. He's just really shitty arsehole guy, this dad, and you can see why this guy turns out to be so screwed as he does. And he's got some pretty weird, unsavoury thoughts about his sister and vice versa with his sister. And he eventually ends up raping his dad with a barbed wire dildo. Or I think he gets the mum to wear it and rape it. It's pretty screwed up stuff. And ends up getting it on with his sister and accidentally kills his sister. And this is just makes him screwed up. Yeah, obviously. he's messed up. And anyway, there's a few twists and turns and some surprises along the way. And then we get to the conclusion of the film and it's just pops, finishes. This film, like I said, it's normal film mixed with found footage, and the found footage is all kind of pretty hardcore, like, yeah, torture, murder, eating shit, shooting people, stabbing people, raping people with barbed wire dildos. So it's pretty hardcore film. The kind of Mexican films I kind of pick up from Guillermo del Toro, those sorts of things. So this is kind of like musically, like one of the bands I was into years ago when I was like younger was like the Mars Volta, and I think they're from what I remember they're like a Mexican band, and they were in young kind of gangs when they were growing up. They were in like not a good part of kind of Mexico, and there was things where they were just describing the gangs, like to get in the gang is like initiation. You gotta kidnap someone, take them out into the desert, kill them, bury them, shit like that. It's like shit. Miles away from the kind of upbringing and world that I know, being from UK, now living in Finland. It's totally different. But you kind of get that gritty feel and realism in this from things I've read and different things with interviews and over the years. So it's I can kind of say it's a realistic kind of view of this kind of life in Mexico. Obviously, this is normal, generic life in Mexico. This is like scummy, kind of shitty, rapist, kind of sick dude. Yeah, but it's a kind of like, yeah, it just feels really gritty and looks and feels real. If you really into like some like hardcore, it's not the most hardcore. It's not like kind of. It has a very good realism. It's kind of going towards the lines of August Underground, that sort of thing. But it's kind of does have a nice like not quite the polish of a Serbian film, but it does have a production value to it, and everything looks good. It's not. It's really difficult to say it's not over the top because it is quite hardcore, but it fits everything quite well. I mean, you think of Human Centipede 3, it's crazy over the top shit, and that's what I said. This has this kind of real strong realism to it. But if you like that sort of thing, I highly recommend this. But if you're a kind of softer horror fan, I really would steer clear of this one. I mean, I love it. I think it's great. But yeah. Again, if you don't like subtitles as well, which is, I don't know why people wouldn't like subtitles. But yeah, this is obviously in Mexican, so it'll be in Spanish. Yeah. But there we go. There's my review. Hopefully next week the Sinister One will be back on and doing his awesome stuff. And you'll see me Sunday night with another fun review. So have a nice evening, everyone. Good night.